Long ago, in a peaceful village nestled between golden fields and quiet hills, lived a humble donkey. This donkey was unlike any other. He did not boast of speed or beauty, but every soul in the village knew him for his unwavering dedication. Long before the first rays of sunlight touched the earth, he would rise, steady and silent, ready for the day. He carried heavy sacks of grain, baskets of vegetables, and bundles of wood, walking miles under the scorching sun and through dusty paths. He never once complained. His master, an old farmer named Raghu, trusted him more than any tool or man. And the donkey? He felt pride in his purpose. He believed his worth was in his work, and so he worked with all his might. One evening, after a long day's toil, Raghu approached with a gift, a shining golden bell. "This," said the farmer, gently fastening it around the donkey's neck, "is so everyone will know how important you are." As the donkey walked, the bell rang, a soft, melodious chime that echoed through the fields. People turned their heads. Children waved. "Look, it's the bell donkey." For the first time, the donkey felt seen. The bell was no longer just a symbol. It became his identity. From that day on, he worked harder, faster, longer, just to keep that bell ringing. The farmer, too, began to rely on the bell. As long as he heard its clear chime, he believed the work was being done. He didn't notice the donkey's tired eyes, his trembling legs, or the pain deep in his back. Seasons passed. The bell sang loudly, but the donkey's strength silently faded. One evening, as the sky turned the color of fire and the fields grew quiet, the donkey collapsed under his burden. His legs buckled. The bell still chimed, but weakly, like a whisper trying to hold back a storm. An old ox, who had watched from the shade of a tree for many years, walked over slowly. "Why do you push yourself so hard?" he asked gently. The donkey, struggling to breathe, replied, "This bell, it tells the world who I am. If it stops ringing, they'll forget me." The ox lowered his head. Sometimes the world hears only the sound, but those who truly see notice the struggle beneath it. "Rest, my friend. You are more than your bell." But the donkey had gone too long without pause. The next morning, the bell was still. The donkey lay motionless beside the fields he once walked proudly. The wind tugged softly at his mane, and the bell gave a final faint chime. Raghu came running. At first, his heart was gripped by guilt, but then his eyes fell upon the silent bell, and a colder thought crept in. The bell no longer ring. Perhaps the donkey is no longer useful. He unfastened the golden bell and walked away, leaving the donkey behind, as if removing the bell erased the bond, the years, the loyalty. The animals of the village stood in silent sorrow. The ox turned away, whispering to no one in particular. The world celebrates those who shine the brightest, ring the loudest, work the hardest. But it often forgets to ask, at what cost? In life, the loudest bell often draws the most praise. But it is not the sound that holds the weight, it's the soul who carries it. Many carry invisible burdens in silence, hoping the world sees their effort through the noise they make. But when the sound fades, the world moves on, unless we choose to see beyond the bell. Your worth is not tied to how much you carry, how long you endure, or how loud your bell rings. It lies in your spirit, in your need to rest, in your right to be valued, even in silence. So to the ones who work in shadows, pause. To the ones who lead, look closer. And to the world, listen not just for the bell, but for the silence that follows it. Because sometimes the quietest fall is the heaviest one of all.